We've all used AI, whether it's through our phones or laptops, to help us with school assignments, manage projects, generate images, or even craft that perfect reply to someone on a dating app. But the question is, what is really artificial intelligence? This video is both for the complete AI newbies and the techies out there. If you're new to this, you could go away learning a bit more about AI than the normal AI consumer. But if you're a techie, the last part of this video gives you something to really ponder about, like what are we actually creating? So let's get into it. To explain artificial intelligence, let's go back to the way we learn. We all know that humans learn from experience. You touch a hot stove once, you get hot, and you know not to do it again. AI learns in a similar way, but instead of stoves, it uses data. Let me break it down. Imagine you're teaching a child to recognize dogs. You show them lots of pictures of dogs and say, this is a dog. And over time they get it. AI learns by example just like a child, and this is called supervised learning. Basically, in supervised learning, a lot of labeled data called training data is fed to train the AI, and over time the AI learns how to recognize this data, and this all happens in a neural network. A neural network is simply a computer system designed to mimic how humans' brain process information, and the labeled data is fed to the network as an input received by the neurons. Just like the neurons in our human body, which transmits information through electrical signal and help us to think and feel, the neurons in the neural network are artificial components that transmit information through mathematical signals. They receive input, process it, and pass it along to the neurons, working together to recognize patterns, make decisions, or even solve problems. If the neural network misidentifies a banana, for example, as an apple, it receives a feedback and adjusts its internal calculation, and which adjusts the weights and the biases based on the error to help with the next attempt. And this is called a back propagation. But what if there are no labeled data? We would need to use other techniques like the unsupervised learning. Imagine giving a kid a box of Lego without any instruction. They start grouping similar pieces together, like all the blocks with similar colors or shape together. Similarly, unsupervised learning involves finding patterns in data that are not labeled, and it does this using techniques like clustering, which basically means grouping data based on features like shape, colors, and all that. So besides unsupervised learning, there are other techniques which I may not go into in this video, but generally you get the point. The takeaway here is AI learns to recognize patterns and gives an output based on this pattern. But here is the exciting part. It applies what it has learned to new situations. For example, if AI learns to recognize a dog, it can spot a dog in a new photo, even if the dog is of a different breed. Imagine learning to drive a bike and then you switch to another bike easily. This is basically what AI does, and it is what we call generalization. So this is just the most basic way to explain artificial intelligence, but it gets really complex with large language models used to power tools like ChatGPT or generative models used to create our videos, images, or even art. It's really an exciting time to live because we can now create things that we never dreamed of, get answers to questions in just seconds. Like, imagine a world where there is no language barrier, where we can basically sleep while AI does tasks for us. It is just mind-blowing to think of where we are now and what would happen in the future. So while this is really exciting, it is also scary. Let me give you some context. Think of the Industrial Revolution. It was a time where humans experienced massive changes. Factories emerged, machines replaced manual labor, and industries like textile, iron, and steam power transformed how people worked and lived. Here is a quick example. Before the invention of spinning jenny used in the textile industry, spinning thread was a slow, manual process. One person could only spin one thread at a time. But the spinning jenny allowed a single worker to spin multiple threads simultaneously, making production faster and more efficient. And this innovation sparked boom in the textile industry, creating jobs and opportunities. But it also displaced countless workers who couldn't compete with the spinning jenny. The revolution brought about progress, cheaper goods, better transformation, and economic growth. But it wasn't without its own downsides. They experienced unemployment in certain areas, poor working conditions in factories, and even environmental degradation. Now, AI is often compared to the Industrial Revolution for good reason. Just like machines replaced physical labor back then, AI has the potential to replace or even redefine cognitive tasks, like the things we thought humans could do, like writing, reading, designing, or even diagnosing diseases. The question is, are we prepared for both the benefits and the challenges of this new AI revolution? Let me hear what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more information about AI. Catch you later.